And nearly half of all families struggle to afford diapers for their kids in this country. That's why this week News Channel 3 is kicking off a summer diaper drive as part of Sinclair Cares.
And News Channel 3's Dave Tarbert found out about a Battle Creek program that's stepping in to fill the gap.
What began as an idea to match an answer to a question has grown into a vital resource for families in Battle Creek. The question, how can more diapers get in the hands of needy families for their babies? The answer, BC Diaper Initiative.
The mission and the goals of the Diaper Initiative is to provide diapers and resources to families in need from birth to the age of 3. As for other services that we want to connect them to is early childhood services, as well as breastfeeding services, as well as educational services.
It may surprise some folks that federal programs such as SNAP and WIC do not provide funding for diapers. That makes this initiative even more crucial for families and their babies.
Clean diapers are critical for infants and toddlers. Without having a clean diaper, a child can experience infections and rashes and other medical conditions. It also is an economic and social barrier for families not to have the money to provide diapers for their child.
The Diaper Initiative has become a catalyst for drawing various programs and nonprofit organizations together to help improve the lives of more than 300 families in the community, and it continues to grow.
It makes us feel great to know that we are here to provide services that will truly help our families that are in need.
And truly help they certainly have. Over the past 7 years, the BC Diaper Initiative have distributed more than 750,000 diapers. The diapers are given out free of charge the last Wednesday of each month. You can go to their website, bcdiaper.com, to find exact location and times. In Battle Creek, Dave Tarbert, News Channel 3.
News Channel 3 is proud to partner with the National Diaper Bank Network for Sinclair Cares Summer Diaper Drive. That's happening now through August 6th. The awareness and fundraising campaign provides support to families in need of diapers for their kids. All you have to do is scan the QR code right there on your screen, or you can go to sinclaircares.com to find out how you can help. Sinclair is donating $25,000 to the Summer Diaper Drive. Congressional race that could become one of the most pivotal in the nation in 2024 is officially off the ground.
Today, former State Senator Curtis Hertel Jr. announced his run for Michigan's 7th U.S. Congressional District, and that comes just hours after his former state Senate colleague Tom Barrett announced his own candidacy.
And our political reporter Rachel Louise just spoke with both candidates about their priorities in this race.
That's why I'm announcing today that I am running to represent Mid-Michigan in the United States Congress.
Two former colleagues now facing off in what could become one of the most competitive races in the nation in next year's general election.
There's a lot of great reasons not to run for Congress, but there are a few really compelling reasons to step up and do this.
Former State Senator Tom Barrett, fresh off a narrow defeat by Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin in November, is trying again to win the seat representing Mid-Michigan in Congress.
I also had an abbreviated timeline in the last election because of the redistricting. And in this next race, we have a longer time horizon to really connect with more voters.
The seat Slotkin won 8 months ago is already up for grabs as she leaves it behind to run for Debbie Stabenow's open Senate seat. The Barrett-Slotkin race last year was among the most expensive in the nation, according to data tracking firm Ad Impact. 2024 could well be on the same track.
There aren't a ton of very truly competitive districts left in the country. And this district, this 7th congressional district right here in mid-Michigan, represents one of the most competitive districts across the entire country. And you saw the evidence of that last year.
Within hours of each other, Barrett and former state senator and Whitmer Legislative Affairs Director Curtis Hertel Jr. stepping into the race.
I think it's time that Washington, D.C. stops worrying about their politics and starts worrying about American families.
Their priorities already on different tracks. Hertel focusing on auto jobs, a working class tax cut, and gun control.
As somebody whose son was on Michigan State campus the day of the shooting, we have a lot more to do in terms of gun safety, and I hope we can work bipartisanly at that time as well.
For Barrett, confronting the fentanyl crisis and securing the southern border.
I think we're more vulnerable today than maybe at any point in recent history.
Hertel is credited with helping flip the Michigan Senate blue for the first time in 4 decades. He now faces Barrett, who already has experience in running for a federal seat.
A sewer main break in Three Rivers spills 500,000 gallons of raw sewage into the St. Joseph River.
And the health department is now telling everybody stay out of the water between Three Rivers and Constantine. Tonight, News Channel 3's Autumn Pitcher joins us live in Three Rivers to explain how that spill happened. Autumn?
Yes, a sewer main broke at a wastewater plant at around 9:30 on Friday. Now, an alert was just sent out to community members today to let them know that the water is unsafe to stay out and that it also has high levels of bacteria. The St. Joseph River spans more than 200 miles, and thousands swim, boat, and fish in it every year.
There are several parks that the river runs through between the small villages, and so it is a used river.
The Branch Hillsdale St. Joseph County Health Agency says 500,000 gallons of sewage is running through the water. Emergency Preparedness Coordinator Chris Dewey says it puts people who've been on the river at risk for several infectious diseases.
The concern when you have that amount of untreated material being put into the surface water is that when folks come in contact with that water, it can cause them to experience skin irritation, gastrointestinal upset. Potentially, if they ingested a significant amount, they could have a chloroform infection develop.
Dewey says the contamination makes any activity on the river dangerous, not just swimming, but boating, kayaking, canoeing, and fishing too. Pets are not off the hook either.
My dogs, when they go play in the water, the first thing they do is come in and they start licking their paws and their arms and trying to get the water off themselves. And it could potentially make your pets ill.
Dewey tells me people and pets should avoid all contact with the river from the Broadway Street Bridge in Three Rivers through Constantine.
There's a chance that they were exposed to a higher level than normal of the coliform bacteria.
She also says health impacts will depend on the level of exposure.
We don't, again, anticipate any severe illness with this exposure. It's more of mild, potentially mild symptoms.
If you or your pet was exposed, Dewey recommends taking a shower immediately to get all those contaminants off your body and to also wash your clothes. Now, the health department says it will continue testing the water until bacteria levels return to normal.